joining this Prabhu Charitable Trust. It is not automatic. They have to work hard. And joining this Prabhu Charitable Trust means something precious, something prestigious. Maybe over the years, when they are putting their CV also, they will write that I am a beneficiary of Prabhu Charitable Trust. So much of a prestigious it is becoming.
Okay.
Great to hear.
Yeah.
And so can we start now? How many students? Ashish, how many students are there? It is 35. Oh, I think we should. I have been saying that students are keeping time and we must also keep the time. So, okay. Mr. and Mrs. Ajit Prabhu and Babita Prabhu, welcome to this great program. It is a very much awaited program. Meet the donor. So, Sakkat students, Ankar, they are waiting to see you. Every year they were saying to meeting you. And this year they are seeing you and getting all the benefits. Most important, I wish you all a very, very happy, prosperous and something different new year this time. And hopefully this year it is going to be best year for all of you. Now, what I want to tell you is something very important, because when the year started, educational year, April, May, it was a lockdown period. At the first 2 or 3 months we waited. April, May, June, it was continuing and we became very panicky. Applications, no post office was working. No postman was coming to the office. We were not going to the office. We were not allowed to go out. So, we were in two minds. Most important, should we postpone this year? Should we cancel this one? But it was very painful. You must be knowing GSB Scholarship League is 108-year-old. At and then came to our rescue this Vijaya Kamath. Vijaya Kamath is there? Vijaya?
Yeah, Ashish, Vijaya madam is there?
Ashish?
No.
Vijaya is Vijaya Kamath. Okay. Acha. Okay. Vijaya Kamath is a software expert. She has got her own company. She has been helping us earlier also. Like software program data entry but this year she said, why are you worrying it is such a simple thing. Online saying online is easy, but we are not that educated. So she said, no, you will do it and I will help you and everything will go very well. Vijaya, welcome. Welcome, Vijaya.
Hello, Geetmai. Sorry, some internet issues. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Good morning.
Ajit Prabhu and Babita Prabhu are here. Our today's guest.
Very nice meeting you, sir.
Thank you, Vijaya.
I was just introducing your work, Vijaya. Vijaya has been helping us for a long time, but ती आमका मस्त donations दिसता, मस्त आमगेल काम करता, everything she does. But this year's difficult time, तीन सांगली कसं मला काय बिव कमना, children are very, very computer savvy, technology savvy asachi. So you don't worry, Geetmai, I will help them. But then it took a long time. She gave us a very efficient person. Day-to-day work. That is Ashish Chavan, who is looking after all these things now. So Ashish has put on your camera first and then, yeah, thanks everyone. So you met Mr. and Mrs. Ajit Prabhu, isn't it? Atma Giri, she said, Cherdu Sakad Bari Budan Tasachi. So Ashish has been repeatedly telling me we can educate them. But Cherdu only up to SSC level, we had some difficulty. Cherdu wala response. First, Ashish had to develop this program, and every different stage he had to consult us whether this is okay, this is okay. When that became perfect, he had to teach us. Without basically Shivai, how can we educate students? Magiri then started. By that time, it was July and August. August is the thing. Then he said, Ganpati, next day application start karta online. So he did it, online applications galinchi. And then what happened was students started sending these applications. Initially, it was only college level they started. Because two difficulties were there. Vijaya had warned me in advance because they are in small places. You can't even think of only about 40 houses. Better place they have to cross the bridge or Pausaileri, Doni Gevneuka. But in spite of all these things, they are studying well. We had given enough time. August, July, August, September, October 31st time dile. Sakkad jana. Some it was a lockdown vishay. They could not get applications. They could not get mark sheets. So many different. Then said all these students will give them a second chance. And Sakkad students, we started calling up. Maybe hundreds of phone calls we must have made. Sakkad students, phone koru, we taught them how to do it. Even then, parents they are not able to understand all these things. College, we had no problem. So the shikoru, whole application process thanks to the software people. Thanks, Vijaya, once again. Okay. Same part and then on the dot, 31st. Then came Prabhu Charitable Trust. They have already applied Prabhu Charitable Trust. And Tanka, BCom, second year, third year, fourth year. Only first year there was a gap now. So yeah, Tanka documents and then we chose first year students. We have to choose Prabhu Charitable Trust. The first year, the enough number of students were there. So everything went off very well. Deadlines are touchy. Then Tankai, Tankai documents put and then we did the whole exercise afterwards, putting them on Sakadalina Mangalche, Porche, and then continuously in contact with Mr. Suresh. Mr. Suresh, I must have shot a lot of mails to him. He has been very, very helpful. He must be and direction. Within a day, he used to give. So, I had no difficulty with finalizing. Last week, children again started. What is this Connect Korka? Aichi program. So, we had a mock session last week. We had a mock session. Last week. So students came in good numbers. Huh? That was a good thing. So today everybody is there on time. So now, most important is about the students. I want to tell students, as I rightly said, extremely children have become very responsive, and I have been repeatedly telling Cherudu, whenever you want anything, please don't push your parents in front. You yourself pick up. Parents are like then I ask a question, they do not have answer. Now, why is this? Gitma is very looking forward to meeting you all students. So, you please ask questions with me. They do not know. So, best thing is you yourself come and then ask questions, or if you find it difficult, you can send a mail. All mails I reply within a couple of hours time. They must have, during these 3 months, I must have replied thousands of mails. So, students, if they find it difficult, if you are finding it difficult, please call me. I will clear all your doubts. So, in that way, like so students are very responsible. I mean, they talk nicely. I think Ajit Prabhu will have a lot of good students asking good questions, and they are looking forward to your talking to them. But before that, can I ask, where is Mr. Suresh? I can't call Suresh Prabhu, isn't it?
Suresh.
Yeah. Mr. Suresh?
Gitma, you can call him Suresh. You can call him Suresh Prabhu. It's okay.
He has become more of Suresh Prabhu now. Suresh Prabhu, I think you even know Amchigele. Yeah, will you please talk to the students or to all of us? Mr. Suresh?
There.
Yeah,
You're on mute.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah. So,
Thank you, madam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to you all. I think it's good morning, and thanks Ajit and Babita to join in, and all the GSB team, including Vidya's team, who have been helping this year's efforts in having this program together. Thank you all. And students, thank you all for coming together. I know that you all are enjoying your school and colleges studies with the online system that we have now. I know it's a difficult times, but I think we all been able to manage so far. And the benefits that the Ajit Prabhu Foundation have been trying to make a small attempt to have education continue is all our efforts to make sure that it is helping to you and you continue your education and attain your goals in life. So with that, I would like to let you know that to make good use of this particular efforts and then of all the people who have made him to put together this program and ensure that you achieve your goals as such. And I think other than that, I would also like to tell you people that we have our website, Ajit Prabhu Foundation. You can keep interacting with us by writing to us on the blog there. And please do share your regular updates on the achievements in the academics of all your achievements in your academic activities and cultural activities, etc. Hobbies that you may have, etc., which you would like to see. And we would like to see you grow in life, and that is the motto of our foundation. Thank you all for coming together, and I look forward to interacting with you. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your effort. Thank you.
Ganesh,
Yeah.
will you please put off your
Okay.
yeah. Now, there are a couple of students of final year BE students. They will give their reaction of getting the help from Prabhu Charitable Trust. Only their reaction on Prabhu Charitable Trust. Will you please, who are the students, please? Radhika Madhav Pai.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Will you please speak
Yeah, ma'am. Sure.
about your getting this Prabhu Charitable? Okay, good.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. How Radhika Paimono, Bongodi Tukunuleka, sir. Final year BTech student, Manipalan Chiktashile. So he 4 वर्ष मग कसं how expenses सांगला education expense सांगला ना how कसं लाका proof दिला पूरा मग like financial support दिला. So first of all I would like to thank you for that. Like these 4 years कसं नसतं because after PUC कर आम्ही घेतात की आम्ही career set जाऊची ते एक main path आम्ही खंच choose करतात पाहिजे. So in that मग how engineering करका म्हणून पूर्ण गुण आशेसिले. So how engineering एक field how गेलतं ना मक्का ते एक स्ट्रेस नाशी असतशी म्हणजे आणि किती खर्च पडू पुरं मक्का ना व्हॉट अँड ऑल ऑब्स्टॅकल्स मक्याचे पुरं तसं लाईक प्रेशर नाशी असतशी तुम्ही केलं असा जो त्याका मस्त मस्त थँक्यू तुमका अँड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दॅट आणि आमगेला मेरिट म्हणतं ना त्याला पर्टिक्युलर म्हणजे आमची गेली स्टुडंट्स म्हणायचे पर्टिक्युलरली मेरिट म्हणून सांगितलं ना जनरली इंडियात कसं म्हणजे हा कंची एक पर्टिक्युलर म्हणून सांगताना जनरली GSB स्टुडंट्स मेरिट म्हणतात जनरल मेरिट म्हणतात त्यांना तिथले आमका बेनिफिट्स मिळेल ना बट आमगेले हे मेरिट टाका तुम्ही एक रेकॉग्निशन घेऊन गेलो आमका एक लाईक ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी दिला असा सो दॅट वी कॅन मेंटेन दिस थ्रूआउट द ऑल 4 years अँड आम्ही त्यांची एक एक्सेल करू की एक मोटिवेशन मिळेल असा आणि पर्सनली म्हाका तुमगे निमित्त एस्पेशली तीन विशयान मस्त इन्फ्लुएन्स जाल्लो आसा सर. फर्स्टली तुमगेले हे कमिटमेंट आतां गीतमायेन सांगिल्लें आसा कसं म्हणल्यार आतां तुम्ही सांगीत आशिल्ले 1 वर्स नव्हे तशें काही ना तांणी मॅनेज करता ती गे ऑल नो आतां कोरोना आसा हे आसा तशें तांगे ना ते फायनान्शियल क्रायसीस सुद्दां तांकां कळटा ते आमी दिन जाल्यार तितले व्यक्ती आसता आनी पडचे ना अशें पुरो म्हणून लेकचे एक निमिशात काम बट तुम्ही तशें लेखन अशी हे इयर सुद्दां आमी तेच सपोर्ट आमी पुरो जाणां दिसता की वी वोंट लेट देम डावन एट दीस मोमेंट म्हणून तुम्ही एक स्टँड घेतिल्लो आसा म्हाका तें फुल इन्स्पायर जालो सर. आय एम व्हेरी ग्रेटफूल फॉर दॅट. सेकंड थिंग कसं म्हणारी तुम्ही लास्ट टाइम रे हांव अटेंड फंक्शन नंतर तुम्ही सांगिल्लें आसा तुम्ही सांग आसतना तुमगेले आम्हाला निमगिल्ले तागेले कारस मुगेले कसं ना आमगे घराले कसले ना म्हण घेऊन म्हळ्यार तुम्ही तितलं सांग आसतना ते एक पॅशन घेतिल्लें आसता आपण एक गोड अचीव करता म्हणून म्हळ्यार सांगता थिंक बिग डू बिग ग्रो बिग म्हण घेऊन तशी तुम्ही एक इनिशिएशन घेतिल्लें आसा तशी हांव रे एक लायफान कशें तरी मुखार एक अचीव करता मातशें एक इन्स्पिरेशन मेळ्ळें आसा तुमगे निमित्त. अँड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दॅट तुम्ही नॉट ओनली तुम्ही लेखतना ते हांव म्हगे कंपनी तशी बट यू वॉन्ट टू मेक द एंटायर कम्युनिटी ग्रो लायक म्हळ्यार एंटायर जीएसबी कम्युनिटी कसं आसा एज्युकेशन विशयान तूं कोणाकच कसं प्रॉब्लेम जावचे ना बीट ए बॉय ऑर गर्ल कसं नाही आसता की ती तांकां कसं नाही तांकां डिजर्विंग आसा तांकां ते फुल चान्स मेळटा फुल तांणी ग्रो करता म्हणून तुमी लेखिल्लें आसा तशें तांगेन हांव तुमकां मस्त मस्त थँक्स सांगता अँड ऑल्सो हे वर्स हे ऑनलायन थ्रू गीतमायन सिंगींग मानके पूरा जाल्ले एक सॅटिस्फॅक्शन आसा लायक पूरा जाल्ले वी कूड डू दॅट इजिली सो डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली कोण सपोर्ट केल्लो आसा हे कॉज तांकां पुरो जनाक मिगेल थँक्स अँड ऑल्सो कोणस काही मिटिंगांत आसा ती लायक बीट माय फ्रेंड्स और जुनियर्स और पुरो जनाक ऑल द बेस्ट सांगू इश्ट करता. थँक्यू सर थँक्यू फॉर दिस ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी थँक्यू फॉर दिस.
Thank you, Radhika. Yeah. Anusha Harish Kamath.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Good morning, all of you. I'm honored to be one of the recipients of the Prabhu Charitable Trust Scholarship. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone at GSP Scholarship League and Prabhu Charitable Trust who have made this happen. You all have contributed in a wonderful and unexplainable manner to my academic knowledge and my future career. So thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this lifelong experience. I'm currently in the final year of BTech in Aeronautical Engineering at Manipal Institute of Technology. I intend to pursue Master of Business in University of Queensland. I have already secured an admission for the same. And I'd like to say that your investment has made an indelible mark on my life. And I can confidently say that today, the person I have become will impact the world and will turn out in life an equally generous investor in the lives of other people. Thank you for putting my feet on the path of true greatness and setting me on the path of true discovery. Thank you.
All the
Wonderful.
best.
Yeah, wonderful. Asha Chandrakant. Shinay. You are there? Okay.
So good morning, everyone. I'm Asha. I'm a final year computer science and engineering student studying at NMM Institute of Technology, Nitte Karkala. At this point of time, I'm very happy to share that. Especially, I would like to tell this to Ajit Prabhu sir that I've been offered a job by Sony India Software Center Private Limited through campus placements, and I'll be joining the company as a software engineer soon after my graduation. Sir, my sincere gratitude towards you, Prabhu Charitable Trust and entire GSP Scholarship League for making this happen, for providing me the necessary financial assistance all these years and helping me reach this milestone. But this time we are very unfortunate and very unlucky, the final year students, that we did not get a opportunity to meet you personally because the program is usually held in Mangalore, where we would have got a chance to interact with you, receive the check from you, and also listen to all your experiences, your stories and all. So this is what we are missing this year, and I'm definitely going to miss this in future too. And I will always remember the stories, your inspiring life stories which were shared with us, the struggle behind this huge success and all, and it will always keep inspiring me to achieve more. And overall, it was a great experience to be a part of this program, to be a beneficiary of this prestigious institute. And I will try my best to achieve more in life. And since I'm a software engineer, I wish and I hope that sometime in future, maybe I'll get a chance to work with Quest Global as well. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. So all these things, Ajit Prabhu will reply later on. Now, Asha Jan.
Yes.
Asha Chandrakanshani, चल ना.
Yes, ma'am.
प्रगति पी पै नाम है प्रगति पी पै. Pragati has not joined. If she comes later on, she will join. Prithvi Ramesh Naik.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, very much.
Okay. Sakrang Miguel Namaskara. Miguel now Prithvi Nayak and I have final year information technology student at MIT Manipal. Firstly, I would like to thank Ajit Prabhu sir, the Prabhu Charitable Trust, and my for giving us the opportunity to express my gratitude for my experience. I've been a beneficiary of the Prabhu Charitable Trust since the last 4 years, and I consider myself very lucky to be a part of it. 4 years back, when I decided to take up engineering, like all of us know, the fees of engineering is really too high, and we had some financial issues in our family, and so the only way for us to go to pay the fee was education loan. And like all year, I applied for the GSB Scholarship League, and one day I received a from Beat stating that I've been selected as a beneficiary for Prabhu Charitable Trust. And that day has to be the best day of my life when I came to know that my parents they'll not have that burden of paying fees towards my education, and this has helped me focus more on my studies, on placement also. And I would like to say that in recent campus placement, I've been offered a job at Honeywell Technology Solutions. I'll be joining as an intern from tomorrow. And I think it's all possible because of the financial support, emotional support that the Prabhu Charitable Trust has. And I think that I say to you is really to express my gratitude to all of you. So I just want to thank Ajit Prabhu, sir, ma'am, Geet, and everybody for inspiring us, for believing in us and supporting us. And I hope to inspire everybody like you guys do. So thank you, everybody, and
Congratulations.
all the best to all. Yeah.
All the
Thank you,
best.
sir.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Prithvi.
Yeah. ma'am.
Jalla,
Prithvi Naik.
Tikal,
Yes,
jalla.
ma'am. I just
Prithvi Naik,
Sorry.
Next.
Sahana Sheshgiri Shanbag. Sahana is not joined.
Yeah, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Sana Shishkiri Shanbag. I'm doing my engineering at PESET Bangalore South Campus. And because of your financial support, I got placed in Wipro Turbo and I could complete my engineering. So thank you very much. Thank you, Ajit Prabhu, for supporting us. And I'd like to wish all the best to my juniors. And thank you.
Good.
All the best. Congratulations.
Ankita Ashok
Yes,
Baleri.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ankita. I'm currently pursuing BE in Computer Science at SJC Mysore. So, as you all know, I'm one of the beneficiaries of Prabhu Charitable Trust. Firstly, I would like to thank the whole team for selecting me. It is a 4th consecutive year since I've been receiving this scholarship from the trust. The scholarship has been very helpful and provided a great financial support for my entire BE course. I'm very grateful to Mr. Ajit Prabhu and his family for supporting each one of us present here. You are truly an inspiration to all the young minds like us. And also, I would like to thank Geeta ma'am for guiding us throughout the process. And finally, thank you all for giving me this opportunity, and all the best to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
All the best.
All the best. Now, engineering final year we had only 7 students. But I'm happy to say you, at the same time, I'm a little unhappy to tell you, all the 7 are girls. Okay. Boys did not compete, I think. Anyway, out of that, only 1 student is not Asha Chandrakant Chedi. Okay. Has not turned up. Now, from graduates, the BCom and graduate final year students, Anka, I had requested you, will you please give your opinion? Will you please give your reaction of getting the help of Prabhu Charitable Trust? Koni? Koni students, sir? Please, BCom students, I told you in advance. Anybody wants to say something about, or you want to say how grateful you are?
ಒಟ್ಟು ಕಿತ್ತು ಜನ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಟ್ ಜಲ್ಲೆಚ್ಚಿ ಗಿತ್ ಮೈ
ಯಾ ಕಂಚಾಂತು ಯಾವ ವರ್ಷ ಪ್ರಭು ಚಾರಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ 42
okay.
Right.
That's great.
Good number. No, but they are all first, second, third year. So we thought first, second, third year, final year students ang matra, I asked them to give their reactions.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Third year graduates, BCom in Sri Lanka, only 1 is BSc and rest engineers. 7 are engineers and all are girls. The others will get chance next year.
Okay.
And most time get Larry, the children are more interested in listening to you. So now, Barichi, all of you must be looking forward, waiting to listen to Ajit Prabhu. So, Attakasumadari, you can tell them, you can guide them in all ways.
Okay. Okay, so I will probably start koro kamchigal and korpur my kudle English anata.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody follows English and I can speak to you in English. So if you have any questions, feel free to type it in the window. I can check it and I can answer the questions, or you can come on the phone and ask questions you have. So, so first of all, I want to thank Geetmai, Ganesh Shanbag, Suresh for working in the background to make sure that this program is alive, and fantastic candidates who are bright and bring them and give this opportunity. So I'm very, very thankful to them. So thank you, Geetmai. Without your leadership.
No, thank you so much. Without your help, this would not have been possible at all. Thank you so much.
Definitely, it's a teamwork. So I'm very, very happy about that. And then also I want to congratulate once again all the girls who are graduated with engineering. And I think, it's very exciting for me to see this, what started several years ago. You have consistently performed and graduated, and you got accepted in a campus, and then going on to build your lives. So it makes me super happy. And this is something Babita and I talked about doing for some time. So it's really satisfying for us to see the girls, all the children getting educated and continuing to build their lives. So this year has been a tough year. So given the pandemic has impacted the lives of many people. But I think still, we're all managing within this circumstances and continuing to stay focused and go further. And I do think there is light at the end of the tunnel. So I do think this year whole thing will with the vaccine coming out and this the virus itself, I think it is losing its power. And so people will be able to go back to normal life, hopefully in the next 12 months. And then I think, because we lost a year, so I think we should all commit to having a lot more fun in the coming year, and make up for all this lost time and all the fun. With interest, we must have fun. Okay, and continue to enjoy our lives. Okay. Now, for all the other children who are on the call, who are still going through this, your education, my message is the same thing. I think education makes a difference in our lives, and education is not about just getting a 3-year degree or a 4-year degree, or getting degrees. Education is always about being curious, constantly learning things, and so keep your mind fresh and always continue to challenge yourselves to learn new things, and it will eventually lead you to greatness if you are a lifelong learner, which I am personally. So I think learning should be part of way of life. It doesn't end with graduation. So continue to learn, and learning is not only about textbook learning. It can be anything. It can be driving a 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler, learning cooking, learning music, playing some games. There is many things you can do, so, but constantly learn things. When you read newspaper, again, you learn things. So constantly educate yourself. It matters. And so that your brain becomes more and more developed, so that you can deal with the life, as you go along. And second thing also is that make a difference to, just like I have made a little bit of a difference to you in your education. So there are a lot of people around us who are less fortunate than us, and helping others in whatever capacity. It need not always be monetary help, but even standing for somebody, for providing emotional help, or even your time, give your time and talent to help others. It matters, so when you see over time, when you help others, actually it leads you to your own happiness. So I think continue to expand your thinking just beyond yourself. It could be your family, your extended family, your friends who are in a difficulty. If you can contribute, please do that. It matters. Okay. And as far as the world is concerned, it'll continue to generate a lot of opportunity for educated people. I fundamentally believe in it. So every one of you who are graduating, there is opportunities are limitless. World needs engineers. World needs professional degree holders. Everybody who has who has finished a college, there is a job for you. You'll have a great future. So continue to be looking for continue to educate yourselves, and then capture the opportunities as it comes along, and have a great life. Okay, so with that, I wish you guys all the very best for the future, each one of you, and please take care of yourselves. Babita, you want to add something?
Yes.
Think you covered it very well. Hello, everyone. First of all, Geetmai and your team, Shanbag ma'am, thank you so much for every year. I know it takes so much of your time and effort to do this, but it's amazing to see your energy, touch wood. And I hope you continue to be as energetic, or not even more, I would say. So thanks a lot for making it possible for us to, help all these children. And also Vijaya Kamath, thank you for your, help this year with all the technology, providing a platform, and, this, making this possible, this meeting. And for all the kids who have graduated, congratulations. I'm so very happy for you all. And I wish you all the very best in your journey of life. Don't forget to enjoy the little things in life. You have your career, you have everything, but then, always try and enjoy. I always tell my girls, and I tell Ajit also, because sometimes you get so lost in achieving big things, you end up not enjoying the little things. It's very important to do that. So please continue to do that. And for all the other kids, no matter what, especially this year with the pandemic, it has been last year, it has been so challenging. Take care of your health. I think we all know now how important it is to be healthy, and especially during a pandemic or even otherwise. So do take care of your health, and whatever happens, you know, you have to finish off your degree because that's your hope to a better future. So no matter what happens, please do not give up and continue your degree, finish it, and then there's always hope at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so all the best and good luck.
Now, somebody else has to say something. Ganesh, you have to say something?
No, nothing. Thank you.
Oh, Suresh has come. I think Suresh will give his advice. Mr. Suresh?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you want to welcome. You want to give some advice to these young students.
Yeah, I think Ajit and Babita have covered it very well. The students have greater opportunity in life, and the effort of all of us here from GSB and the Prabhu Foundation is about to make that happen with you for whatever reason that you may be finding it difficult. So here we are, and please feel free to contact us for any further help that you may need in your journey to achieve what you want to achieve. And wish all of you the very best. Thank you.
Ajit Prabhu, your advice to students is very important.
My Megala Sangunjala already, so I think you can take any questions that they have.
Yeah. Children have any questions? Please come up, because this is a golden opportunity for you. After that, you won't get Mr. Ajit Prabhu and Babita Prabhu. So they are the best people to ask any type of questions. Please come up. Put your.
Yeah. So there is one question, from Savita Shanai.
Okay.
So why did I do this? So why did I decide to help the students? And I think this is a great question. So we always take care of ourselves. We take care of our children, but that's about it. People don't stretch going beyond even helping the families. Forget about community and the children and all. But why did I do it? I think it's simply because somebody helped me when I was growing up, and these people were teachers. Are very, very fortunate to bump into like a couple of teachers when I went to America, who had no blood relationship. They were not my family, they're not, so they helped me to pay for my education, because we could not afford all these very expensive fees in America with the Indian income, what we had, so I grew up in a very moderate family myself. So I think it was a very, very challenging for me to pay for my own fees. And so there was a professor called Dr. Suren Tiwari. So he funded me my college education fees for 2 years when I was doing my master's. And then later on, I went to another college. There I met another gentleman called John Brunsky. So he was my professor, my advisor there. And he was also like that. So he also helped me pay for my tuition. And he was there for me as my moral support. And just like one of you said, I think it was Radhika, who said that, she didn't had to worry about the 4 years, and she knew that my support was there. Exactly like that. So I had the same backing from somebody that had no relationship to me, but they made a difference to me. And so I think that thought was always with me. And so I think to make a difference, and I do know that a lot of intelligent people like yourselves have a tremendous potential to grow, to make a difference to your own lives, and potentially helping others, just like what you got experienced being part of this Prabhu Trust beneficiary. So maybe tomorrow you will go on to make a difference to yourselves. And unless for that initial assistance I got, I would have never completed my masters, and I would have never completed my second masters, So I think all of those education has made me difference to be where I am. So if I didn't get educated, I could not have made the difference. So I think I owe them a lot, and I think this is more of reflecting like that. So I always encourage you. Of course, you must take care of yourself. That's your first job, So I think preserving yourselves is important, but let that not be the only purpose in life. Please help others. It may not be monetary. If you can do monetary, it's great, but you are providing your own time to help others. Go and teach others. Whichever way, charity you can do many things. Help others. It matters.
I think it is rightly said, there is more pleasure in giving. Am I right?
Yeah, very much, so Gitma yourself, so look at Gitma, so she's making so much of a difference, taking ownership to help all of you, so, and same thing applies to Suresh as well, right? So they're all coordinating, making it happen. But ultimately, I think it matters a lot to our own happiness, making a difference to others.
Yeah, thank you.
Big thank you, Suresh, because without your help, it would not be possible for us. So in my earlier thing, I did not say thank you, but it's always...
No, that's fine. Thank you. Welcome. I think nothing much of an efforts from me if I had to compare with a senior person like Geeta Mai, who been so encouraging with our age. I mean, that's really encouragement and direction for all of us, I would say.
Yes, yes.
No, Mr. Suresh, somebody has to be there so that everybody listens to me. They will not challenge me.
And also, I would also, recommend or ask the people who are graduated already who have a job, just don't, ultimately it's your choice. But if you can contribute a little bit of your time to this Prabhu Charitable Trust, and help Gitmai, help Suresh, I think that will be very good, because ultimately there are many children out there in our community, as Gitmai was earlier saying, they're in deep small villages, and they all of them have a shot at life. If we can give them education, otherwise those lives will not get benefited. So if you can somehow contribute, you want to make a difference to either helping the trust related activities or helping identify other such children, I think that will be great value addition. And so we can continue to expand on this to cover many more capable children. So that will be very good if you can do that.
Yeah. Some student wants to say something, some more students.
Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me,
Yes,
so
yes.
come live or you can text, so we can answer, okay?
There's one more message, Ajit. So.
Yeah.
Come on, this is the best opportunity for you to ask questions with Mr. Ajit Prabhu.
Yeah.
Or else it is not easy to get him.
Yeah. So, how do you deal with failures? What keeps you motivating to achieve huge success? I think, you see, people have problem with failures. People don't even want to try because they're afraid of failing. So I think you should never approach learning or doing anything with the expectation that you want to be successful all the time. Life doesn't work that way, So, and I think when you are young, we are constantly used to failing, So we fail all the time when we are young. But as we grow up, somehow we build these views about, hey, what does he think if I fail? What he says, what everybody feels and does, and everything is related to what somebody else feels about you. and that becomes your limitation to experiment new things. And so you should not have that view, So I think a failure is a stepping stone. You think about it, So if in back in time when you are like children, if you had if you try to stand up and you'll fall down, and then if you had the view at that time saying that hey, somebody may laugh because I cannot stand up, would you make an effort to stand up back then? No, right? So you would feel that way, yeah, But once you grow up, we all have these failures, what others will feel. So don't have that view, So I think you keep yourself learning, and how many times you will fail? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. After that, you get it, right? So what's the big deal? I mean, ultimately, if your aim is to master something, champion something, keep at it and not worrying about it. So I think that's one thing, and not have fear of failure. That's one of the things about me in person. So I'm, I don't shy from that. So it keeps you going. Second one is that you must also believe in it, that you will prevail in the end. So if you have the focus, if you work very hard, and if you have the belief, that faith, eventually you will prevail. I think that's also a powerful motivator for you to go about doing what you need to do. Okay. So I would suggest you try to do that. Okay. And another thing also, I'll tell you, the failure, many times we have desires, I want to do this. Okay. There is a big difference between saying I want to do it versus actually taking steps to do it. Many people say, I failed. Okay. Actually, they have not failed. They have never even tried. Desire is not a goal. It is not, things don't happen just by desiring something, Everybody can desire. But if you take the steps to achieve that, then you achieve your goals, So it may be anything. You may have the people that have gotten a job, so you want to get promoted in 1 year, 2 years. You want to become a manager tomorrow. You want to become a leader tomorrow. You may have many desires, but you have to take steps to do that. You have to know what are the areas that you need to strengthen. You must constantly get feedback from your senior people. Where can you do better? And take that in a constructive way rather than thinking it in a very negative way, and then start working on it. Some of us may have issues with speaking, for example. Okay, we may have not feel confident to speak or write or do things, right? So various things, limitations we'll have, but you have to work on it. Things don't improve by itself, right? So you got to work on it. So I think that's what I would say is that, have a goal, work towards it. Failure is a part of life. Nothing is perfect. Don't shy from failing. And then you become better and better and better over time, And after a while, you become so immune to what everybody else says, you don't really care anymore, So you keep going, and you'll get far ahead of everybody else. By that time, you get into that kind of a mindset. So, please try to do that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, Chinmaya, at this point of your life, is there anything you feel is yet to be achieved by you? Yeah. So I think success is, or like, what you want to accomplish in each part of your life, it kind of changes, with the time, right? So when a baby is small, success is just standing up and figuring it out how to go and grab the food so it can put in its mouth, right? So that itself is a success for a young child. But then when you come to a college level, then your success means different things, and success is about education, about being socially accepted by our friends. How do I look? I mean, like all kinds of things, we consider it as a success. But then when you get to a graduation, then you think about your, the career, family, marriage, all of these things become a part of your definition of success. So when you become like a 50-year-old, you again, right now, this year I'll turn to be 50. And I think there is again certain things that I want to achieve in my life, whether it is making a difference to children, the growing my people within our business so that they can do the job, so I can step back a little bit. So I would consider that to be my success if I can teach others how to do things. By the time I become 70 or 80, I think a success definition changes to be even can I be freely be able to walk without assistance of somebody, right? And remembering, and I think when I become 90, whether I can remember names of Suresh and Anvita and various people. I think success is about being independent at that age. Can I drive a car myself? I think those will become a success. Okay, so every stage of life, success is very, very different. Okay, so it's not one thing. So Rakshita Satish Pai, do you believe in hard work or smart work? Great question. Look, smartness is a God-given thing. Okay, brain power, right? So once you're born, once you have something, God has given you certain brain power, right? And you we all start with that life, so not all of us are equally intelligent, okay, because our brains are wired very differently. And you can see that some children are very good in mathematics, but others have to work very hard to get the marks, right? So some people are very good in science, others are not. So not every one of us are smart in everything, every way, so smartness changes depending on the individuals, but it is given that God has given us certain amount of brain power. But the beauty is this: people who are hardworking, they can actually overtake people who are smart. Okay, that's a good part for every one of us. Okay, I have never seen in my life correlation between smart people and their achievement. Okay, so you can take, for example, in your school, you are, you may have like the top rankers in academics, and you go and look at them in 10 years, 20 years from then, if they have achieved the same thing in life, you often don't see the correlation. Okay, so sometimes the smartest person has become just a lecturer, whereas this other guy who was sitting in the back bench, he has gone on to build a great, business or achieved some great things, right? So there's no correlation between how smart you are in school versus what you end up becoming. So I think the reason why it is because you are able to bring the ethics of hard work in your life. It absolutely matters. And if you ask me personally, Ajit, are you a hard worker or are you smart? Okay, I would tend to say I'm a hard worker. I have worked very hard in my life. Okay, so I've constantly done lots of things, lots of sacrifices, whether I was in school or even when I'm working, so I worked lots of hours, weekends, weekdays, lots of work, hard work, so it matters. Okay, so both of these things matter. It's like two eyes of the body. You can't have only one eye, right? So so you need both hard work as well as smartness. Both you need to do great things.
Ajit, you missed the earlier question by Srinivas Malya. He wants to know how to crack CA first time in first attempt.
Chartered accountancy, is it? Yeah. So well, I mean, definitely make sure that you go to Venkatramana once for prayers. Okay, but the rest of the time, work hard. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. So you always sure what you wanted to achieve. Didn't you ever feel confused or change your mind about what you wanted to do? Yeah, this is a great question. I mean, these are like beautiful questions you guys are asking. This is goes through your mind at this age, right? So say I wanted first. Well, when I was growing up, my father was a lawyer. So he told me that when I grow up, I will become a lawyer. Okay. And so I said, okay, I'm fine. I'll become a lawyer because that's what my parents told me. And I'm sure same thing has happened to you also, right? So your parents would have told you, you're going to do this, or you're going to you're going to sit in our shop, or you're going to manage this business, something to tell you. Or like you may have some friends who will tell you, hey, why don't we go and do this? And then, okay, let me become that way, right? And then you go along, then you realize that it's not your thing, you want to do something different. So I was first, initially, I thought that I'll become a lawyer, but then later on I felt that I could become an engineer, a medical doctor. So I become a doctor. But then, in Karnataka, we have all these, the CET, right? Common Entrance Test. So I barely missed it little bit. Okay. So I didn't get into medical, but then instead of medical, I did engineering. So as I was doing engineering, I became a mechanical engineer, but then mechanical engineers didn't have a whole lot of prospect back when I was studying. Then I changed it to biomedical engineering. Okay. So I changed a lot here, there, various things. In life, one thing I'll guarantee you, whatever you think today, you will end up doing. Okay. All your life, none of you will be doing the things that you think you'll be doing. There's so many avenues, so many things, so many different opportunities. So you end up practicing what you have studied. Okay. But then you ask the question, hey, then why am I studying all this? Right? I think studying is not about what you study. It's about the process of learning. That's what you're supposed to take from all these learnings, all these courses, right? So how do you how to learn a subject? Reading books, talking to people, approaching professors, listening to them. These are the basic building blocks of learning, so that you can practice anywhere, right? Even after you change your career, same things will get repeated. So learn the process of learning during the 4 years. That's what contributes for growth in the future. Okay. So am I confused? Yes, always. Confusion is a part of life. So you will always be, having some amount of confusion, some amount of doubts. All of these things will be there. But I think most important thing is to make sure that any given time you have particular aim, and then you work towards it. And don't worry about all the distraction that comes along. That's very, very important. Not to be confused all the time. If you are confused once in 3 years or 5 years, it's okay. Not every day morning. Okay. What is that I want to do? Okay. Life doesn't work that way. Yeah. So luck and hard work, one thing I know, whether luck comes by itself, I don't know. But people who work hard, luck generally follows them. Okay, so luck by itself may not be there. I think it's like luck is like winning a lottery, right? So you put some money in and then see whether you get a lottery. That happens only once in a million shot, right? But if million people are working hard, all of them become very, very lucky. So I think hard work, luck definitely follows hardworking people. But I don't know about otherwise, luck.
I think just wanted to add the definition of luck here. Luck is just the hard work when it meets the opportunity. That's it. So when you hard work, when opportunity is there, you will find it out and you will just get it. So that's all. Luck is nothing more than that, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. So how do you, when you think about setting up a business, how do you identify the right investor? Because already existing firms will have all the power to overpower our business. Or is my question or thought process? No, I think you're right. So right investors, it's more than the investors, your business idea itself, right? So anybody who want to establish business, you have to ask yourself, what is new thing you are bringing, different thing you are bringing compared to the other businesses that already exist. If you cannot answer that in a good way, then it's very hard to succeed in business. Let's say if somebody is making I'll take a simple example, I don't know, maybe like installing a TV, okay, and somebody charges 100 rupees for installing a TV, and then you want to start a business of installing a TV, and if you are charging 100 rupees, what differentiation did you bring? Already the existing business exists to do that job, right? And so I think you have to ask yourself, what is the differentiation, and the differentiation is what leads you to successful business. Investors are the secondary thing, it is not the most important thing. Always the people think that by investing, or if I have money, I can start a business and I can do very well. It's not often it is true. Answer is always finding the differentiation needed to be successful in business, and that is not easy.
So just one more question we missed out earlier by Keertan Prabhu. So he is asking that when I work on any particular task, maybe studies or any other activities, I start pretty well, but as day passes, I lose my consistency. So please tell sir how to remain consistent in life.
Yeah, so I think human mind is it's coming from monkeys, right? So according to the evolution of evolutionary theories, like at one point we're all like monkeys, so our brain is still the same, it has not evolved to a great extent. And I think getting distracted, not being able to focus on one thing, these are very, very common. It is so, it happens to all of us, and unfortunately the internet is not helping either, right? So many distractions: Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, I don't know what all you guys have now. So distraction is very, very common. So I think it takes a tremendous amount of effort on you to keep your focus, so I think my suggestion is develop that skill, how to keep your phone down and get the job done. Discipline, I think is very, very important.
I think being a practitioner of yoga and meditation, I suggest you start yoga and meditation. That is one which will help you to keep your consistency and concentration.
Yeah, what is the transformation you experienced when you pursued a degree abroad? I guess, like when I did my master's degree, I think it was very, very different compared to studying in India, right? So, I lived at my home. My mother would be there to cook some great amchikele food, and I like all kinds of amchikele food, So I enjoyed staying at home and eating, and it was good for me. It was very easy. I didn't have to clean up laundry. Nothing I had to do. So, and if I needed something, I would yell at my mother, hey, how come you didn't make dosa today, But then when you go to America, there's nobody there, right? So everything you have to do yourself, and then you have to eat, boiled eggs, because I don't know how to cook. So what do you do? So I think that was a tough period, I would say. And I went through some tough times, accommodating to the new life, lonely life in a way, and that was the toughest part. But then soon, so I made some friends, and that kind of helped me get through the times. But that was the toughest, I would say. As far as the affordability is concerned, as I said, I was fortunate that I had my teacher who kind of gave me the funding required. So I was able to manage that. Okay. Yeah.
You also got a job.
I did some odd jobs. I worked in a bookstore. I did a tuition. I tutored other children. So various odd jobs I did, So I think it helped me to get through my time. How students can succeed in the corporate world? Good question. So all the graduating students, okay, to be successful, continue to differentiate yourselves within the work environment. Corporate world is no different than a school environment. Just like you come first to the class, you got to do the same thing, but you have to one biggest difference in the corporate world and school life. In school life, most of the time you're looking for individual excellence. You're trying to push hard yourself. But in a corporate world, it's a teamwork. There are a lot of people around you, right? So you have to, it's always a give and take. Don't think to be successful in the corporate world, you can step on somebody and then get ahead of others. Okay. So more you share, more you gain from others. So there's a big difference between studying and corporate world. Okay. And they have done some research also. People who are very approachable, people who help others are the ones who get ahead in corporate world. Okay. So try to always help others, and it will help you as well. So I'll keep answering the question until you guys tell me, time is over, Suresh.
Not an issue.
Yeah, career plan, should be short term, long term. I know I wouldn't focus on a very long term plan, because I think being adaptable and nimble in today's world is important. So I would suggest everybody to have a shorter term career plans. First 5 years, learn the difference between school and work environment, and as I said, build relationships, help others, continue to improvise yourself in everything. Whether be punctual, make sure that you are standing out, getting things done, and then communicate very well, dress very well, all of these things. So everything matters, little things. Okay. And I think so. Yeah. Be honest. If you're not able to get things done, approach for help. If you're not able to complete in time, don't surprise people ahead of time. You let people know. All these are good habits, develop good habits, because these things are like, which will play for you in the long run, and it'll all work out. Okay. All the best to you on that. Yeah, I think, should we choose a career path based on future scope or based on our interest? It is a great question again, Hardik. So I think, there are two ways about it, like if you are naturally talented into something, and then if your career interests are innate, and it generates a good economical output for you, that's the right thing to do. Pursue your interest, you're good at it, you career-wise, you'll do well. But there are sometimes what happens is what you're good at is not financially, it provides the support. And then naturally you'll have to force yourself to learn something new, right? And I think you have to pursue where the career opportunities exist, and see whether you can actually do it. And generally people are not only good at only one thing. So we are good at few things. So it's a question of matter of time, finding that that works for you. So take your time. If you're not enjoying your career, if you want to try something, it's all right. Go and try something else. Don't get stuck onto one thing. Okay. And it applies to all engineering graduates as well. Just because you graduated in engineering doesn't mean that you have to do the engineering job itself, or like tomorrow you will become only an engineer. You can end up doing many things, So yeah, keep your options open. Don't get stressed out on that. Yeah, there's no one thing, the biggest factor that has helped me become successful. I think Babita has been a great partner. So she has put up with me, so I think without good family support, it's very hard to succeed in life. And so I will give 51% credit to Babita for being there, supporting me all through the things. And I have missed out on my children's growing up, so I have not been at home, always working from 8 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon and come back home. I have not led my life like that. So I had to travel all over the world, work over the weekends and everything. But I think that has helped a lot.
Well, as per my observation, the biggest factor for you, Ajit, is I think hard work, lots of sacrifices, and what was the last one I was about to say? I forgot.
Yeah. So it's hard to say.
Yeah.
There's no one factor.
Passion. He is very passionate about what he does. Even today, from day one, actually, I think it's even growing. Even today, when he talks about Quest, his eyes light up. It's like there's so much passion and there's so much happiness in what he's doing. I think that's what is the key factor, besides hard work and sacrifice. Yeah.
Yeah. Do I know, like one message I'll give you, final message, is that whatever you guys pick up to do it with full heart.
Yeah.
Okay. Just don't do the job because it's like, okay, I have to do it. Anything in life, just don't fill the time. You go to office and watch time. Okay, I have to take a lunch break in another 4 hours. Let me do this, next 3 hours. Okay. That is not right. Do it with a full heart, whatever you do. It could be as simple as cooking, cleaning, studying, working. Doesn't matter. Absolutely doesn't matter. Do it with full heart. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I wish you all a very happy new year. I wish you all a very happy career. Those of you who graduated, congratulations to all of you once again from us. We are very, very excited to see you guys coming to the working world. The difference we have made to you. Please continue to build your lives. Nothing will give us more happiness as you become more and more successful in your life. That's what we will cherish. So thank you again, Gitmai, Ganesh, Shanbag Ma'am, and then Suresh. We appreciate your leadership to pull this off. Thank you.
Welcome, Ajit.
Okay.
Thank you. Ajit, wish to say something more?
No, I'm done, Gitmai. Thank you.
You're done? Okay. Children will have a lot of questions to ask. They don't have it.
No, they have asked, I think, many questions. Good questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, good questions.
Very good questions.
Come up with questions. Hardly do you get an opportunity to meet up with such a great man, a great couple. No more? Ajit Prabhu's advice to the students?
I think given.
Jalle, Gitmai, pure samajh jalle.
You don't want to give any more advice?
No, if I give too many advice, the kids won't listen,
No, they are looking forward, waiting for it. At this stage, they will definitely take, not later on. So it is a good opportunity to give advice now.
Okay. Jalle, pura samajh jalle, mai.
So for the students, Best, make use of Mr. Ajit Prabhu right now. Then you should not regret. Okay? Ask Babita also, she will have more answers.
Yes.
Different type of more practical answers also. No more? Maybe people are afraid to ask questions with you. Great.
We'll meet again, next year. So hopefully we can
Yes.
hit Mangalore, and I look forward to see everybody, including the people who have graduated, please keep in touch. And next time when we come, maybe we'll have some celebration at graduation. Okay. So let's do that.
Good idea. Very good.
Yeah.
Nothing like meeting, isn't
Yes.
it? Okay.
Yeah, I think there was one more latest question, particularly on the internship budget. So, I'd like to say something. Navya Shanbag, she's asking about the internship for third year. We had announced it last year, and few students had taken it up. But now, due to pandemic, I think that is not being pursued for now because office is not working in India.
Okay.
So, as things open up, we will definitely look into it. I think that's what I would like to add here.
Yeah. So continue to approach Suresh, so you'll keep in touch and figure out how internships can be given. and we'll go from there. Okay? So intention is there. Intention is there to continue to help you guys.
I think there's one more question about the impact of culture and different lifestyles that's impacted you from Vaishali Pai.
What's the question?
It says, you have mentioned that you've traveled for work and different cultures and lifestyles. How has it influenced your life?
Great question. People are so different, Vaishali. It's always amazes me, so it has become a passion for me. Every time I go to different countries, meet different people, for me it's like a jigsaw puzzle. I try to see, okay, where does this guy fits in, or like where does these people fit in into the grand scheme of things. So it's really fascinating for me, cultures wise. And in America, going from here to America was my first exposure to outside culture. And I think, I should say this, I was born in Mangalore but brought up in Hubli, the North Karnataka. So again, the South Karnataka people, the Mangaloreans are very different from the North Karnataka people. So I had a little bit of cultural difference, exposure from the very early on. But then all these nation differences, right? So America, people are one kind. You go to Japan, people are another kind. Now I live in Singapore. So I have met people from all over the world, whether it's Germans, Italians, Spaniards, Chinese, Japanese, so many different kinds of people. So everyone has their own ways of living life. So I think the way it has impacted me is not to judge others. So you must accept people as they are and then wonder about it, And we shouldn't try to put everybody else into our own box and then try to make sense out of the world. And you'll find very quickly, that your ways are not the only ways, to build a life. So as a result, you become a very open-minded person, and I think that's where I am. So and I think open-mindedness is very important. And some of the things that we grew up, even in Amchigeles, right? So you have North Kannada Karwar people and Mangalore people. The cultures are different, and you can't box everybody. My culture is great. It doesn't work that way. Every culture is good. As long as you are open-minded, it looks great. So be very open-minded. So that's what I learned. if you are interested in anything to continue further.
My thumbs round the corner and bring to
Look, I think the interest, things that makes you happy, any hobby that you have that makes you happy, whatever it could be, right? So continue doing that, So if you like listening to music, do it. If the gardening, do it. Cooking, whatever it is.
Or not to be a de-stressor.
Yeah, I think so. If it's something gets your mind off from stress, continue for life, and continue to develop new hobbies as well. It's good. Yeah. All of you asked some really, really great questions. Thank you so much. I am also enjoying the opportunity to share some of my thoughts. You are making me, remind me of my old times and everything. But I think these are the things that I have gone through personally as well. So I relate to many of the questions you are asking. So it's great to answer these. So one thing, like from my side, as a hobby, I like tasting different kinds of food. And besides coming and meeting all of you, I enjoy coming to Mangalore so I can eat Taj Mahal, so halwa and everything, So unfortunately, this year I'm missing it.
Yes.
So hopefully next year I'll get to do that as well.
Yeah, there is one more student who is asking about tiredness of remembering things and attaining the exams. So he wants your advice. This is Neha.
I'm tired of memorizing things. Okay. Yes, I know. Yeah. So who doesn't have the nervousness, Neha? When you get to some room, everything you forget, right? Okay. It's the brain is like so much tired, So one thing I will tell you that has helped me is to get a good night's sleep. Okay. Many times we want to remember everything and then just we spend the night before, we don't sleep with the expectation that okay, I'll remember everything and then I'll go and give the exams. Okay, life doesn't work that way. So if you want to do really great in exams, my suggestion is this: study all other nights except the night before the exam. Because of all the things you study over a period of time, it gets retained in your long-term memories in the brain. Okay, but ability to recall, that requires a short-term brain, ability to recall, but that needs rest. Okay, so if you don't have rest, you cannot perform. So my best suggestion is make sure that regardless of what it is, how much you are studied or not studied, get a good night's sleep. You'll be all right, Neha. You'll do well.
Thanks, Ajit. So Prithvi Naik, I think, asking a relevant question for the times, which she is saying that during these pandemic tiring times, how did you keep yourself motivated?
Yeah, it is a very tough one. I think it has been a tough time for me personally. I will tell you that much, because unlike many other people, who work in an office and go and come back home during normal times, for me, normal means being away from home every 2 weeks in a month, going and visiting all kinds of countries, being a company or customers, meeting new people, all that. So every month I travel. So last several months I've been to home, so it is hard for me particularly. But what is motivating me is the fact that there is an end to this, right? So this is not perpetual always. And also I've enjoyed being with my family, so with my children, with my wife, I spent a lot of time with them. So it's nice to be, spending time with them to get to know them a little bit better, So I think we have enjoyed that time quite a bit.
And Ajit, I think added to that, so during the pandemic time and your quarantine times, the motivating talks that you made record of and then videos you released, so that was helping a lot of youngsters. Yeah.
Yeah. So in our business also, I was in quarantine in Singapore for 2 weeks. During that time, I would give my thoughts. I would share with all my 11,000 employees all over the world what I felt, what I went through. It was like a small room. I stayed for 2 weeks. And so it was very well received. Everybody got benefited by it. But yeah, I think I'm really looking forward for the vaccine to come and then get out again. And also, as I said earlier, last year was a tough one for all of us. So that means coming year, double the fun. Okay, full interest. We must have fun.
Well, one thing I think what happened nice was you started exercising.
Yeah.
Because he was traveling every 2 weeks, he was not able to exercise too much, and the health wise, I mean, he maintained a health, but exercise was not a part of his routine. But now he's into it, so I'm really happy that he's getting into becoming more healthier. So one very good thing of the pandemic.
Yeah, great, Ajit. Been talking to him on this quite long. Good that.
So next time when I come and see you guys in Mangalore, I will look like Shah Rukh Khan, except
No, I think that's good. Yeah, some really, really great questions.
Yeah.
So Savitra, the to directly Suresh ala nimge. So Suresh will help you. So talk to him, okay? So whatever best we can do, we'll do it for all of you.
Yeah, please get in touch with me. You have my email ID. If you don't have, you can ask Geeta Mai. She will share that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All questions done? Okay, Geeta Mai, I think we can fix it.
I think we'll wind it up now.
Yes.
Any more questions? I think they were just looking forward to listening to Ajit Prabhu. So done? Can we wind up now?
Yes.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Suresh. Both the Sureshes.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Suresh is there.
Yeah. Okay.
Close karo. Okay. Bye.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Geeta
you.
Mai.
Please take care. Happy New Year, everybody. Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Everyone. Thank you.